What up? Hey, yo, this is the Better Barber Podcast. I'm your host, Reggie Winston. I got my right-hand man, Mr. Amazing Ant. And what's up with you, bro?
What's good?
How you doing?
It's a wonderful day, man. Glad to be here.
And that's what's up, man. Look like we got another house full of people, man. What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir.
Get this thing popping.
You gonna kick that freestyle again, man?
Nah, I ain't spitting no bars. Might do a quick 16 later.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Look, man, we got a special guest in here today, man. Mr. Rufus McKoy, man. We got also Tarboro Barber College, right? Is that it? What's the name of this Barber College? Edgecombe Community College.
They ain't gonna give them some applause.
Straight out of the 252, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, this is the Better Barber Podcast. We believe that together we can make barbers better because we build community, man. And one thing about community is common unity. And our common unity is barbering, man, and providing services to people, man. So, man, we can't be long today, man, because this school, man, this class, they got a couple other barbershops they got to go check out, man. So we're just blessed to have them here, man. We just spoke, man, for like 30 minutes, man, about random topics, right?
Right.
It was pretty cool, man. I learned a lot, man. I always like new energy, man, because I see that hunger that we had when we got out, you know what I'm saying? So it inspired me to go a little harder. But yeah, man, let's stop talking about ourselves, man. Let's go back to Mr. Rudy McKoy. Mr. McKoy, man, introduce yourself, man.
My name is Mr. McKoy. I'm the barber instructor for Edgecombe Community College, which I have my students here with me today. And we were honored to come by here and visit Mr. Winston, Mr. Ant. These guys have really put a lot into the industry, and we were thankful they took the time to open up their shop to accommodate us today.
Man, it's a pleasure from us, man, to be able to be here and be with you, man. When you hit me, man, when you threw up that bat signal, man, I was like, yeah, I got to answer. I got to be there, man. He's calling. You know what I'm saying? So
and we appreciate it.
Yeah, I told you, man, we ain't even usually open at this time of the day, but we'll open up for you, man, because there are barbers that's been in the industry before us for a long time, but then there's barbers that's been in the industry that has been legendary and that's been leading the way. So you're one of those barbers that's been leading the way and taking care of so many people, man. Mr. McKoy, honestly, man, if you decided, man, one day that you wanted to charge $100 a haircut and be right here in Raleigh, I know you'll be booked all day long. You'll have $100 a haircut, maybe $150 after tips. Man, why did you decide, you know what, I want to pour into other people?
Well, I've been in the barbering industry over 30 years. And when I started to teach, I was a shop owner myself. And at the time, I was seeing where the industry was going down. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to bring back the professionalism to the industry. So I figured the best place to start was the classroom. So that's when I started teaching part-time. Then I went from part-time to full-time, and that's where I'm at now.
Wonderful, man. And when you talk about professionalism and bringing it back, man, talk to us about the time where it started slipping in your mind. Like, what year was it?
Well, I would say it started when it probably started back in the late 80s when I really noticed it. But it really started slipping in the 90s. You can go to different shops and see different dress codes, no professional ethics, people showing up when they want to. Nobody really had a open and close time. So that kind of, it bothered me to see the profession, my chosen profession, to go down that way. When I know that this profession has a lot more to offer as a profession. Because when we go back to our history, we understand that we, barber surgeons, back into the history, to talk about the textbook a little bit, when we go back into history, we were barbers, professional barbers, and doctors derived from barbers. There was first barbers, and then there were doctors. And everything was on a professional level, professional ethics. So that's something I wanted to see come back to the community as well as the profession.
Nice. And what you got, man? When did you notice that that things seem to be slipping, man? Or cause you been in for a while.
Yeah, like I can't really speak for like the time period of like the '80s, but I definitely can speak on the '90s and the 2000s because like it's great that you bring out that aspect about bringing it back because I've seen the whole style, the tradition, and the tradition just kind of like dwindle away. Like you said, the dress code or just the daily operations, having a set time and close. With me coming in, I could actually say I seen that too, you know, and I would like to see that come back. And that, like, for me, doing, like, the shows and stuff like that, that's a way for me to, like, to be able to get into, be able to communicate with a lot of other people. But it's like the biggest thing for me right now is we see, like, a lot of, you know, people graduate and they go to, like, getting their own suites. And I feel like I'm not saying it's a bad move, and I feel like everybody should have their own leadership, but I feel like get the basics first. Get that ethic first. Learn what you can learn, and then graduate and go on your own. So, yes, I have seen that, too. So I would love to see, like, the style and tradition and integrity come back.
Man, what he's saying is honestly so real, man. You think about it, man. I can't identify one other trade or profession that you have to be licensed in that doesn't have a national association, right? Plumbers got it, electricians got it, a dentist got it. Everybody has it, you know. That's a licensed trade. Everybody has a standard, right? I think about that all the time, and I wish we could work together and come up with a national voice. And I know it starts home. You know,
Like
what
kind
if
of a
we,
union.
yeah, what if all the barbers in our city that got together, man, and came up with some common. These are our fundamentals, or these are the foundational pieces, and this is our minimums. Right, these are the minimum requirements. There's an association here in North Carolina. Shout out to the North Carolina Barber Association, ran by Mr. Swinney. Mr. Swinney is a board member, doing phenomenal work, man. Shout out to Mr. Swinney, but we got to do better, man. I just think about, man. And this is for y'all in here too, the students. If you go to a restaurant and you get there, the hostess isn't there, and then you see the cook running in. And then you also notice the waitress is over someone talking and not even paying you no attention. How do you feel? Is that okay?
It's not okay for me.
It's a service industry, right?
It
But you
makes me
see it
walk
happen
out.
at barbershops all the time, where you get there, your barber isn't there, you beat him there, and you got to watch him set up, and he's been hasty and just trying to get stuff together. The other barber that is there just looked at you and kept talking to their customer or had headphones on them and pay you no attention. And you just kind of stuck like, what do I do? Could you imagine going to the dentist and you sitting down in the dentist chair and I know I told y'all about appearance, man, but you just got to really think about appearance, right? Prejudice and prejudging. They sit down, they ain't got a coat on, they ain't got a mask on, their hands smell like cigarettes. You go open your mouth. But you see it all the time with barbers, right?
Right.
So we got to do better, man, in the sense of presenting ourselves professionally. You have to respect yourself first to get respect from others, right? You can't demand respect if you don't respect yourself. So you got to respect yourself, and not only yourself, think outside of yourself. Think about your last name, your legacy, your family, your people. But also think about the industry that you're in. Mr. McKoy, how long have you been teaching now, man?
I've been teaching going on 20 years.
Nice.
Yeah, about 20 years.
Most impressive student that you ever taught? Give me, who is that?
Well, I think it. Do you want a name or?
Give me a few of them. If you can't name one.
Yeah, well, I have a couple, and one that I am associated with. You are associated with, rather, and that's Sherrod Holloway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the wizard.
When I first started, he was one of my students, and I'm so proud of him. And then I have others as well, but Mr. Holloway. To talk about Mr. Holloway was one of my students when I first started teaching. And he went on to open his own school. He's on the board. He's on the state board, and I've just seen him elevated in in the profession as well as the industry.
Yes.
And I would say he will be one of them, but I have many others coming up.
Wonderful. And Sherrod wanted to be here today, man. I told him
really?
he was coming, and man, he just had some other things that prevented him. But yeah, amazing guy, man. That's why when he said, "Yo, I want to do this with you," I was like, "Of course, let's go." So Sherrod is my partner out there in Wake Forest. Y'all, that's a phenomenal person to know. If y'all haven't met Sherrod Holloway, he's the vice chairman of the board, the Barber board. So he fights for us and with us, right? He's a barber. He still practices, says shop owner, so he understands the struggle. He's been around since the 90s and just kind of kept going through, man. Phenomenal guy, man. So shout out to Mr. Sherrod Holloway, man. And give me something, man, from barber school, man. Yeah, you went to the prestigious, one of the legendary, the oldest barber school in North Carolina, Harris Barber College. Give us your barber school story, man, so these students know if they're alone or if they got it good, man. Give us your story, bro.
My experience with barber school, it taught me a lot, things that I actually still practice today. Mr. Mack, he didn't take no stuff from you. You couldn't be late, not even 1 minute.
What have you show up 1 minute late?
Oh, you got to go.
What's it saying?
Bus 440 wide open. Yeah, he didn't play. You late, it was like $25. And he really emphasized being punctual when you're there, your appearance. He made sure that you dressed a certain way. Like we had to wear, we couldn't wear jeans or anything like that. So it was a lot to take away.
That's what's up, man. You gotta keep going, man. I'm sorry, Aunt. We gotta get this camera set up over here. Tell them about this story, man, about the heater.
Mm-hmm. So my last month or 2 months in barber school, I decided we had dorms where we could stay on top of the school, and so I decided to go there. I was like, I'm gonna save some money, so then when I finish school, I can get me a nice apartment or whatever. So I decided to stay there. So with that being said, he had it was like the old what you call those heaters that like
the ones by like the window.
It wasn't a baseboard, but it was like those metal ones that's on the wall.
Right.
You had to like to turn it.
Yeah, radiator.
And it won't, like, you couldn't,
Yeah,
the radiator. So it wasn't no like temperature up and down and nothing. When you turn it on, it's just on. So he would turn that on, and but it, like I say, it was it was one temperature, and that was it. So if it got hot, it was just hot. So we had like a big bay window, so we would like all the students would open the window, let some heat out, so it can bring the temperature back down, and then put the window back down. But it was also a neighborhood store that we would go to like get snacks or whatever and come back. So during that time period, it was on like a Monday, so we wasn't expecting Mr. Matt to come. So we had the window up. We were like, okay, we're gonna run to the store. By the time we come back from the store, we'll put the window back down. But he pulled up to like do some inspections around the shop or do some stuff inside the office or whatever. When he got there, and all he saw was the window up, and the heat was on. Man, he came in there, he got that wrench, went up there, tacked on that thing, turned it off, closed the window. And we didn't realize it was off until the temperature went all the way down. So we in there that night, we like freezing, it's cold. We didn't want to take no shower, we was all like this. So he got there the next day, we like, Mr. Matt, what happened to the heat? He's like, nah, man, y'all wasting my heat. I pulled up, y'all got the big window open and my heat just running. Man, he said, I tell you what, how about all y'all go in one room? So we had to pile in one room for one day until he decided to turn the heat back on, man. But
that's what's up, man.
It was a lesson learned,
Matt was tough, man, but gosh, everybody that's ever graduated from him love him, man. They go back to him, man. Mac is amazing, man. If y'all haven't been to Harris Barber College, definitely check out that college, man. We're trying to do something for that college, man, where we can build up a fund, man. I told y'all about grooming resources and opportunities where we're trying to just, build up some money and build into barbers, man. And one of the things we want to do is scholarship for the school, or just something where we go and fix up the school. The school is in prime real estate downtown Raleigh. If y'all ever noticed, if you ain't never been downtown like 10 years ago, you go now, you won't know the difference. But it used to be a lot different. And Mr. Mack, that little square that he's on is probably worth $20 million to somebody right now. So I know there's a lot of pressure to get rid of him in that school. So we got to do everything we can, man, to keep that school there and historical. Just the amount of barbers that came out of Harris Barber College, right?
Yeah.
We gotta fight for our our brothers. Right, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, Mr. McKoy, man, tell us, man, with this Barber College, man, and your desire, man, for students and the legacy you want to leave as an instructor, man. What do you want the students to take away when they leave you, when they come to your program? What should they leave with?
Yeah, well, I want my students to be trendsetters. I don't want my students to go out and blend in. I want my students to go out and set the trend.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to go out and make changes.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, I want them to be successful in their chosen careers. That's what I want for my students. And to talk about Mac just for a minute, Mac and I work together. So one thing about Mac has excellent work ethics. That's why, you don't come, you got to be a certain dress code. You got to be there on time. So I always admired him for that. And he and I, as I said, work together. And some of those work ethics we share. And that's something that I try to instill in my students. And I want my students to be more as successful, but I want them to be happy as well in their chosen profession. I want them to have fun. And not only have fun, but I want them to be make an impact on the community. That's my focus for my students.
That's wonderful, man. I love that, man. That's what it is, man. That's what's important, man. And success, man. You said you want them to be successful. Successful for Emmanuel might be different for me, right?
Correct.
Emmanuel, I told you I just want to be a great husband, great father. So being the most talked about barber all over the world, that don't mean nothing to me. But you might want to cut celebrity hair. You know what I'm saying? And until you do it, you're not going to feel successful, right? I don't know your story or what you want, but success is so different for everybody, man. And
that's correct.
Being in the program, being with somebody like him, you're going to find out what you want, or you should take the moment to figure out what success means to you. All right? Because if you get on my Instagram, you see all the stuff I do, and you get jealous or envious, that's on you, right? I'm living the life I want to live. I don't really try to care about anything anybody else has acquired. The only thing I get mad about is when people hit the lottery and I don't. That's the only time I get mad. That's the only time, right?
Yeah, me too.
I want those problems, you know what I'm saying? But I think success is so objective, man, and I love the fact that you said, what was that? To create impact.
Right.
Absolutely, man. So be involved in the community to create change.
Correct.
And that's so important, man. I know y'all know it. If y'all don't know it, big corporation know it, government know it, barbers, stylists, and churches are where you really get into people at, right? Mm-hmm. That's really where you can create mindset shifts, right? In churches, barbershops, salons. Because these are the people that you trust. These are the people that you talk to every day or once a week, and you be vulnerable with these people, right? We're in a unique situation because we actually get to touch somebody's head, right? Could you imagine working at Walmart and touch somebody's head? What's going to happen?
Yeah, you got to fight.
That's a fight, ain't it? But here in our industry, we get to touch their head, massage their temples, and all sorts of stuff, man. And to get to the point where they're going to start falling asleep in your chair. You ever fall asleep in another man's hands?
Oh, yeah, in that predicament.
Exactly, right? Because trust, you let your guard down. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Not the guy driving the school bus. You ain't go, no, bro. Stop touching me, bro. Hey. But yeah, that's real, man. Mr. McKoy, thank you for coming on the show today, man. If we got any students want to step up to the mic, man, introduce yourself to the world. Let's go. You don't get opportunities. I tell you, y'all, before you get up here, my mama gave me this acronym. This acronym used to live on my refrigerator. POUR. Pass over opportunities repeatedly. Poor. Pass over opportunities repeatedly. All of y'all have an opportunity right now to share yourself, man. Share your name. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Yeah, I would like to hear from our students as well, especially the ones that's getting ready to graduate.
Give
Yeah,
me your name,
go ahead.
your IG. Shout yourself out.
All right, so my name is Summer Hicks. My Instagram is 2wavycuts_, and I'm just trying to be the best barber I can be, and just put my family on, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Who's next?
She ain't got to put the headphones on. You just go and sit down and talk. Yeah. Thank you.
What's up? My name is Shayna Moye. My barber Instagram is cut like that. It's my last semester. We from Rocky Mount. Trying to get on with this barber mess. It's a life-changing decision. So, you know, we part of the community, trying to run it up.
That's what's up.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Malik Hinton. I have a barber page on Facebook called Classic Cuts, so you guys can follow that on Facebook. And I have an Instagram, Longevity 100. So y'all just be on the lookout for upcoming barber from the 252.
That's what's up.
Man, you getting on?
Yo, what's good? What it do? It's your boy Manny from 252. And y'all can add me on all platforms, Manny from 252. And I got in the industry basically because, you know, I just want to touch somebody, you know, touch the young kids that feel like they don't have a way out, and they can, you know, become something like, cause you know, where I come from, a lot of people either, you know, doing the wrong thing, you know, or just dead or in jail or something like that. So my goal is really to just, you know, help somebody. Cause I know when I was young, I wanted somebody to help me. So, you know, it's just all about spreading positivity. You know what I'm saying? So y'all add me on all platforms. Manny from 252.
All right. That's Manny from 252. Manny from 252 think he a little older than what he is, but he's
How old is Manny?
he has a lot of wisdom. He's 19, but
that's what's up.
he got a lot of wisdom.
I wish I started at that age.
Yeah, and he want to help people. That's one of his desires.
Anybody else getting on?
Well,
Don't be shy.
My boy right here want to go. Oh,
Jake, say something, man.
go state.
My name is Jacob Jackson. I just got to barber school, and I'm doing it because I just want to I want to try out the new trends in the school. My parents and stuff were raised around it, and I'm going to try to do it my way.
That's what's up.
all right, that's good.
What's going on? It's Javon Green from 252, Wilson, North Carolina. You can follow me on Instagram, Joker Device Creations.
My name is Angelia Cyrus. I'm on my last semester of barber school. My Instagram is Missy_braids1, and I mainly just wanted to do barbering because it's very few females in the barber industry, and I want to be one of the ones that take it over.
Thank you.
252.
252, yeah.
You want to say something about it?
Go ahead, please.
Good morning. My name is Christian. My Instagram name is C2Faded. I'm an upcoming barber. Hopefully y'all should be seeing me soon. That's all I have for y'all today.
Okay, good.
I'm from the 252. Also.
Where you from? Which one?
I'm from Edenton, Elizabeth City, out that way. It's not the same. It's 252.
Real 2-5.
Yeah, real 2-5. Like, no, that's not the 2-5. But we appreciate you guys bringing us in today, and we really enjoyed. You guys gave us some very informative information. I always call on Reggie. Reggie, he's always there, you know, when I need my students to hear something outside of hearing my voice, and I really appreciate that. And with Major League, I remember the very first time I went there, I said, and I might have, it might have been taken in an arrogant way, but my statement was, I said, something has to be happening here for me to bring my students here. So I don't present my students to anything that they can't receive anything from it. And I made that statement when y'all first came to Raleigh. And I really appreciate you guys, you know, taking the time out to bring that to us. And it's a good experience for my students, and we really enjoyed it.
It's always a good time, you know, to see you, and definitely appreciate you being there every year. It means a lot to me, and it lots of meaning to the other students and barbers around the world too that come out and support. So we definitely appreciate you coming out.
For sure, man.
Because
that's real, though.
It is.
I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is going crazy. When I was in Cheryl's, it was no North Carolina expos.
No exposure.
Right? The only one I think misses Dr. Franks. You remember Dr. Franks? She used to do like a school battle. Right. That was it.
I think I went to one. That was it. And it was nothing I've heard of outside of like going to the international shows.
Right. It was no education brought here. We had to hope the school could attract a big time barber, somebody that used to be in the program, wanted to come back and talk to us.
Like an alumni.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That was it. But now, man, with the show, man, you got cats from all over the world coming in. What was the guy, MC, man? Where he's
MC
from?
Barber.
Yeah, he's like from Europe, you know what I'm saying? And teaching shear work, straight hair shear work, and like really making it an art. And I thought that was like, that's mind blowing to know people come to North Carolina to Raleigh for those situations, for those educational things, man. It was a great show too. And there was a lot of y'all there, man.
Oh yeah.
The instructors showed up. They always show up, man, and I think that's cool. We had a state board in the building, man, like being a part of it, because in the past, state board wouldn't even come. It was, nah, I ain't going to that. But now they actually show up and be engaged. We're in a good spot right now, man, and I think we can't do nothing but grow from here, bro, because everybody's more intentional.
Make sure everybody know about Slay Wars, too.
Oh, yeah. Slay Wars. Are y'all familiar with Slay Wars? That's in Greenville, October 17th. Greenville, North Carolina. My man Russell Shaw, man, he's putting that together. He usually do a student competition. I'm telling you, you make money. You win money from it. And another competition. It's usually two different ones, students and professionals. But Slay Wars, go on to Facebook and look up Slay Wars in Greenville, North Carolina. If you need some more information, hit me on my IG. I got you. But, yeah, y'all should be at the show. It's not just a hair show. It's a fashion show as well. All right? He teamed up with different people to make a overall just a dope show. And we'll be bringing the podcast out there.
Right.
Yeah. That's what's up. Man, it's been real. It's been fun. Not to say it's been real fun this time.
It's been real fun. We got the legendary Mr. McKoy in the building.
For sure. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yes, sir. Mr. McKoy, thank you for allowing us to take more time than we were granted in the beginning, man. But you gave it to us, and we appreciate it, man. We value your time and your wisdom. Is there anything we can do for you, man? You let us know. If you need me to jump on a Zoom call or do another show or competition, I'm down for it. Whatever I can do, man, to feed and make sure that your students are in a winning position, man. I'm here for you. And I told one of the barbers already, man, for me, that's your resume right here, Mr. McKoy. All right? You can show me all your haircuts. You can own your Instagram. I don't care about that. I'm going to ask Mr. McKoy about you anyway. And if he say, yo, that's somebody you need, that's what I'm going with. If he say, well, you know,
I'm gonna tell the truth.
Right. Right. Well, I know, man, when it's a good student come out of school, the barber instructor always calls me, say, hey, such and such coming your way. Definitely. That's the one. Take care of them. And I always do. So, yeah, man, it's been cool, man. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's get out of here. Y'all got some places to go. Ant, how you feeling over there, bro?
I'm feeling good, man.
Inspired?
I'm very inspired. Like I said, you got the legendary Mr. McKoy.
Yeah.
It's always a good vibe.
Did Lil L get on the mic earlier?
Nah, she got him.
Lil L got on?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lil L didn't get on.
Shout out to Roanoke Rapids. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here, man. It's been another episode of the Better Barber Podcast, man. We're streaming on all platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google, everywhere, man. You can check us out on YouTube. We got more stuff coming soon. We really appreciate y'all for being a part of this community and helping make other barbers better and yourself a better barber. We'll see you later.
I appreciate it.